to 5, 6, 7, 8 podcast. This is our episode 3. And hopefully you guys like the first 2 episodes. And let's kick it today, man.
Yeah, man.
I am Farid and...
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Benzo.
Yeah, Alternatetabsg, baby. So, what's up, man? How are you, bro?
I'm good, bro. We just saw each other last week.
I know, right? Hey, remember last time we go to LA? The thing we travel a lot.
That was good times, man.
Yeah, we travel a lot.
That one was good.
LA, then I remember when we took a class, then the thing is we don't know when to take class. The thing is we took class almost every day.
Okay, the thing is because the ML, the instructor,
movement lifestyle, right?
Yeah, movement lifestyle, they have the chart. Then there is a lot of instructors.
I remember it was one time it was afternoon, and then we have no idea who to take because we don't recognize the people there. Then we just anyhow take the black. This is some black guy, I don't know lah.
Yeah.
So we YouTube him. Then first thing you see was what? Hip hop
swag, really hip hop swag. I was like, okay, looks good, and let's do it, man. Because I think it's something that we can do.
Train something we can do something that's a bit more interesting. Then me and Ben go in. Then after that, he stand in the middle. I stand more at the left side, almost at the left side of the studio. Then the first thing this guy does, he cross steps and just walk. And then he catwalk the thing. Then we look at each other.
No, we had to go on the floor.
Bro, then the next move, bro, he sass, bro. They go on the floor, bro. He's the butterfly on the floor. He like that. Then me and Ben start laughing.
It was that's not class we expected.
Because we thought it's hip hop, yeah.
Oh, but it was good. It was fun.
But then, bro, commit lah. Just
commit.
Commit 100%.
Dances, we need to be professional. We need to just commit. But it was fun. It was all good.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, speaking of, sorry to cut you in, man, bro.
Okay.
Speaking of which, mentor, right?
Instructors?
Instructors, right?
Yeah.
I know we had a lot of instructors. We had teachers that come and go, but we had this one particular one that, was with us,
close to our hearts lah.
Yeah, for the longest time.
Correct,
right?
I agree.
And this particular mentor made us who we are today.
I would say so
right?
also.
So today this is our guest. This is none other than our mentor, Anton.
Please welcome Anton, everybody.
Hello.
What's up, Ann? How are you?
Alright, welcome to
You
5,
take a
6, 7,
seat.
8.
Hi.
Yeah, how are you, Ann?
Great.
Well, before this, to be honest, she got stuck in the lift.
Oh, it was such an epic
Yeah,
journey,
you
I
guys
guess.
should see the video.
For 20 minutes, okay, maybe I'll try put up the video. It was terrible. It was my fault. It's 100% my fault. 100% my fault. But Ann, you are safe.
That's
Our
the most
mentor
important
is safe.
That's the most important thing.
Yes, it's been a long time since we see you. How have you been? What you been up to right now?
Good. Now I'm doing speaking and training for work.
Cool.
Yeah, so I still dance, but I'm back. But yeah, I do speaking and training. I help people gain clarity in their careers and their lives. So that's what I mainly do. I also do video production.
Oh, hey, competitor, bro. Hey, this one, hey, come on, go back. Okay, so of course, you wanna talk about this, in our podcast. First thing, of course, we wanna talk about is you in our lives, you in NRA. Do you have a specific either project or time in NRA where it's very memorable to you? What is the first thing that comes to mind when we say NRA?
Yeah.
When you say NRA, I will see all of your faces. Okay, but if
you got 200, 300 students, man, 400 students.
Yeah, so all the faces just flash.
You know those video collage
jigsaw
coming,
puzzle.
Kind of lah. So
Yeah.
it just keeps coming. No, but I think I would think of faces. But I think one most memorable moment would be was the very first danzation that we did.
Oh, the 4-hour one.
No, it was 3 hours.
3 hours.
I think the very memorable one was when it was one day before the actual show. Had the full run as per normal, right?
Yeah.
And I remember myself standing in the entire auditorium. I had a mic on. Right? And one of the dancers, I think it was Jolene. Oh my god, so sorry, Jolene.
Oh, Jolene.
If you're watching this.
Oh, call you out, Jolene.
I feel very guilty.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous, right? So I remember her. She made a mistake, right? And I just took her out the item.
Oh no!
I took out the item. So apparently someone told me I took her out. I was like, I don't even remember.
Savage.
But it was the way I did it.
Young dancers.
I had the mic, right? Oh yeah.
Sorry, no, carry on.
Yeah,
But
I had
after.
the mic. I chose to not use the mic. I just put it down and I just screamed at all my lungs. And I said, Jolene, you are out. I don't know what I said lah. So I felt very bad. But if you ask me now, that was one moment.
The traumatizing
Right, it's so young dancers count your blessings.
Also
Yeah, man. Come
Hey,
on,
So we used
lessons,
to throw
man.
water bottles and pokey boxes. One, okay.
Whoa.
Yes, that's what we're talking about, dude. Okay, since you brought it up, hey, I cannot, not me personally, but when we were training, like you threw a water bottle at us.
Empty one.
Yes, empty one. You threw a pen at us.
It's very
Then,
small.
Yeah, he's very
you
weak.
know, have you watched John Wick before?
Yeah, and
Yeah, John Wick can kill people with a pencil.
Okay,
then again, I'm not John, so.
but
Dude, I need apology now.
okay, but I just remember like you know like because like during like in NRA like we stick to our classes. Aside from that, like we have this compulsory Saturday we have to take the technique classes.
Oh,
Was
the
by
9 a.m. class.
9 a.m. class and N will be there. So I remember like all of us like I was just a freshie, clueless freshie. I was like, what am I here for? And then just to warm up. The warm up takes about 30 minutes.
It's very short already.
Yeah, it's very short, right?
Yeah.
But we were sweating like
Yes,
shit.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then next moment we go to down the technique, right? I remember she don't know where she take the ruler out from one.
We got ruler.
Yeah, then if we never point, then she will hit our base. She will hit our base of our feet. Yeah, to make us remember to point. Then that's how we always remember point.
I remember
Yeah.
you
There's 3
telling
of us here. Apparently 2 of us don't remember got a ruler. You
No,
very
she always shout at us. Don't stick out your foot. Like, whoa, stick out foot. Whoa, like that cannot, bro. Must like that.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm a b-boy, man. I never done this shit.
But at that point in time, then after she changed her method. After a while later, she changed her method. Like she just fucks up with your mind. Yeah.
Like, what did I do?
She just like she used psychology like reverse psychology.
psychology.
Reverse psychology. Like make instead of like scold you right in your face, you will just like make you feel super guilty. It's like, oh my god, I just did that.
Really?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Okay, so for example, like
innocent.
apparently. okay, but so like okay, for example, like maybe like we were like missing pronunciation, right?
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
particular like let's say for example this person like still
Wrong.
wrong, yeah, never get a step right. So you should say like you don't need to look at me, you look at the people around you, lor. Then how are you going to tell them? So the person will be like, oh shit. Then everyone, everyone just like, oh, but everyone just don't dare to look at the person.
But if my students ever like watch this podcast, you understand where I get my antics from.
Then when we get both
I
of
throw
us,
my
right?
cap, I throw a chair, I slam my laptop down, and I make y'all feel guilty also.
Actually, no, I never.
So this is called labeling. You're just indirectly pointing the finger back.
So
at
like,
Hey, but I never throw, yeah.
No, you chill, different.
Yeah, I just make them feel guilty.
Yeah,
That's where I learned from her.
Yeah, I took,
Reverse
I took
psychology.
everything from
Yeah.
Anne, bro. Like everything like I learned.
Thank
I
you,
will put it in.
I cannot.
I feel so honored, man.
But I think my students came out pretty well. So
Yeah.
I think it's all the teaching.
Yeah, it works. Hey, but aside from that, like we know how like both of us like started dancing and how we met and stuff.
that's
like
true,
that. But
that's
then the thing we don't know how our mentor started dancing.
The only thing that I know is that you went to LA for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
New York.
New York, yeah.
For 2 weeks.
To
And
US
then I
lah.
remember you chiong like crazy, and then you come back and then you try to apply everything that you learned. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing that like I can remember. And we never really like talk about like what's before that, like where you started, how you started, who you started
Yeah.
with. Like
Yeah.
to us, like you were like one of our OGs, like our
Yeah.
But who was yours in the sense like that?
I started dance when I was 9, so I did ballet.
Damn son.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
then after that,
So you
Yeah,
do ballet
you
the
should.
whole way.
yeah, 9 to 16 I think. And then I got lazy because it was O-levels.
Yeah.
Then I took a break and then I didn't want to go back to the break because my teacher would use the ruler on me.
Daisy.
Just behind one more chair.
We all learn somewhere, right? Yeah. So I got lazy, and then the pointing, I remember just standing at the bar, and I was not really moving. It was the arms were just out. I was in first position, and I was sweating like crazy, just holding my body. And so after that, I got lazy. I said, you know what? I can have so much more fun in JC on a Friday evening. Why do I go to class? So I kind of just filtered off. But my ballet was my foundation years. Okay, before and during that, I also did Chinese dance a bit in school.
Like
The chopstick,
Lester.
the fan and all that. Then, then what happened? I went to JC, I did jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah,
okay.
like your traditional
yeah,
jazz for 2 years, and then hip hop. My foray into hip hop was through my ex-boyfriend in NTU, in a
Cool.
dance club. Hall
Like
7.
NTU.
Hall
MJ?
7.
No, MTU. Did I say MTU? I meant NTU.
NTU,
The hall dance.
Oh.
I was from dance 7. Hall 7.
Hall 7.
How long ago
Whoa.
was that?
It's way
When I
back.
was 19 now.
Oh,
You do
my
your math
God.
lah. I'm 42 now, so yeah. 19.
Looking pretty, looking good at 42.
Right, thank you.
I'm
Make sure
30
you
and I
filter
feel
this
like I'm
out.
60 really.
Yeah. So I did my so-called foray into hip hop back then through my ex-boyfriend. So we joined competitions in school. That back then was your talent time in NTU
yeah.
and Funkamania.
Yeah.
Oh, back then Funkamania was already.
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
Funkamania
wow.
was hot then.
Yes, even during my time also. Yes.
Yeah.
remember.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was how I started. Then after that, then I just never stopped, I guess. Then I met my mentor, my dance mentor, Rico Choi from Hong Kong.
Rico.
Rico
yeah.
Choi.
Rico
ICO.
came before.
Wow.
He came before.
I remember this name Rico. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yes, I remember. I don't know who he was, but I remember the name Rico.
So he is my first ever mentor in life, a dance mentor, but I consider him more a life mentor. Yeah, it was the way he taught me in dance that made me, that gave me the desire to want to teach that way, because his Mandarin and his English was not very strong. His Cantonese, right?
Yeah.
So, I can't speak Cantonese at all. But we were like chicken and duck lah. But the way he moves and the way he looks at you, and when you ask him a question, right, he makes sure he answers you. So I remember same thing. I asked him a question, something about the body isolation. You know how the big body isos are very easy. So he challenged us and says that, you know what, I only want your body iso to be limited
small
up to
ones,
the
right?
upper
Yeah,
chest.
upper
So
chest,
I was
yeah.
like, I got so stuck, right, and I couldn't even move. I was like, after a while, I like, hey, what's happening to my body, right? So I asked him, how do you do that lah? Oh, and the way he went right down to us, explaining about the muscles and how do you use this and that, I was just like, and then after that I was so sweaty, but I got it. I think it was a good 15-20 minutes.
Wow.
He really made sure I got it. So I asked him
that's
this
awesome.
question before. Yeah, I said,
Cool.
how can it be that you have so many students and all of the majority of the dance studio owners in Hong Kong are his students?
Oh.
Wow.
So all of your TVB dancers from the older era were taught by him. He started as a TVB dancer.
I see. Yeah, I performed for TVB once.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes, once. With under Sheena lah.
Hong Kong.
Okay.
It was filmed here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like a who's who there, and then so he actually, the way he spends. So he's got thousands of students, I'm sure. I asked him this question. I said, how is it possible you spend so much time? If a student comes to you and asks a question like that, and you go so deep and you spend that kind of time, like wow, like why,
So that inspires you lah.
That's when it was his answer. He made a comment in his broken English, right? He took out his hand and he gave me his hand. He says, "My hand is always here for you. If you choose to take it, right, I will never let you go." He says, "Until you choose to break the partnership."
She said this to us.
Yeah.
I also say this to my students also. I'm not kidding. It's one of the smallest, but many things that you say and then just it stuck with us for a long time. I'm still using it to this day. Still. So thanks to Rico, my man, wherever you are. Thanks, man, for giving us this wonderful lady. So from then what transit you to suddenly hey, now you are the instructor of NRA?
Yeah.
Like how did that happen, and how old were you back then?
I don't remember. I think it was 29. 28, 29. I went under Rico for a few months, and then after that, that's where I got to know Ryan Tan and Sheila from the old.
Jitterbugs?
No, the other one. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I can't remember the name.
Okay, never mind.
Anyway, yeah. So they owned the studio. We got to know each other. I knew Daniel from the old SDZ, and then after that,
The house dancer, right?
Yeah.
yeah. And then I think through that particular course, I started teaching. I learned how to teach. Yeah, because it was an instructor performing course. I started teaching at Mori Gym, and that's where I got asked to teach at. This is bad. I don't remember the name of the school, but it was beside Jitterbugs in the old Orchard Place.
Okay.
And that's where I met Yutaki. Yeah, and then so I've never known that Neon has a dance club. I was not from Neon, I was from NTU, right? And then someone called me and says, would you like to do a one-off dance class with Neon Poly's dance
This is
club.
Yutaki asking lah.
I don't think it was Yutaki directly. I can't remember. It was kind of through him, or maybe it's him. Yeah. And then after that, I said, okay, one off ma. And I was very very new at teaching, so I just went along, and then I didn't know that was so-called an audition for instructors. The students only told me after that. I was like, oh, okay. Then
The
they said,
students
oh,
like
to teach.
Sue all this to you.
That's right.
Right after that.
I think it's Bessie. I remember
Bessie, the president, right?
Yeah, I think it was
yeah.
back then. So yeah, that's when they said that they've already invited a few other instructors to come take the class, and then the students would choose which one they want.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how I got selected. I didn't
It was a
know
small group, right? Very
that. It was a very small, but less than 10. When I took over, it was about max 10, and then I think a couple left after I came.
Yeah, that's
They
normal,
just
man.
didn't like me, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry
Understandable.
whoever you are for not making you not like me.
Roddy just said, like, he said once, they just came in for the CCA. I think came in like 10 or 12, I can't remember. I think now left with 4. Because the rest left.
Oh yeah, I think that's normal. Yeah, but
So yeah, I think
they just don't know what they're in for, you know.
Yes,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
So now you inside NRA, and then you like have. So what was your vision when you come in? Okay, I'm gonna teach this one now. Like this is a whole new journey for me. Like, could you have imagined that how big it has gotten during like our era? Because when it was almost close to 200 students,
100
productions
plus, I
after
think.
productions,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there was a winning culture there in a sense. So like, could you have imagined that, and like, how did that came to fruition in a sense?
Definitely didn't imagine. I think when I started, I just looked at the 10 of them. Okay, I think after the 2 left, it was 8, right? It was just like my little brothers and sisters, because
Yeah.
I don't have anyone under me.
Yeah.
Younger than me in the family. So I just treated them like brothers and sisters lah. So it was a lot of time spent together. Then I will know about all of their crap lah, outside school, right? All of their personal lives. I will know. We would chat a lot on. Back then was what? Friendster, is it? Or some way lah, I don't know.
Yeah, Friendster,
MSN.
MSN. And so I will have my individual chat box with each of them, and then that's where we got very close. And then we trained hard together. So the school sent you guys to those overseas exchange programs and dance performances. So I guess camaraderie lah.
Yeah.
Then we have like, why don't we try a competition? There's always why don't we try this?
Yeah.
You know, we intake new people. Why don't we do a production? Yeah, first sensation was just because everyone was telling me that, NTU is doing, NUS is doing, TP is doing, SP is doing.
At that point, everybody was doing already, man.
I think so.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I was just a b-boy in the street.
Yes, yeah. I was
think
year
so.
1.
Yeah, definitely not us lah. But I knew that the unis were doing,
I see.
right? And recitals are normal ma for dance studios.
Yeah.
So I remember that some of the kids were saying, then I just went like, we do also lah.
So
Then
that
they
was
were
the
like,
year
you know
before I
how
came
to-
in, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you just went like, you know how to don't know? Just do lah. That's how I started.
And now we do a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
Wow. But it was dope. One of the best show I did in my life.
The first dancation?
Yeah lah.
You were involved in the first dancation.
Yeah,
was a freshie, right?
206 what?
Yeah, it's a freshie.
Yeah, that's my I entered as a year 1.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Remember
was
you did
actually
the salt shaker song?
Yeah.
Do it like a salt shaker, then you got like that one. Then got push-ups. Halfway you got like that down. Then got push-ups, bro.
Serious ah? Okay.
Yeah, we did push-ups. We did push-ups, the guys item. And one of the trainings, David did the fall and do the push-up. He fell so hard that he hit his chin. Then he bleed and he got stitches. David a married man right now. What's up, David?
I'm sorry, David.
Shut up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah. I remember you made us do monastery this time for like 6 months straight.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And then
that.
that's what you make us do
Yeah.
for 6 months straight.
Dude, we have to do 100, have to count to 100.
Yeah,
Usually
but
count
one.
to until like 55.
Two.
60, like you have to count it.
3.
Yeah. Luckily, kids this is what to do.
Yeah, man.
So, the training was intense lah. But I think one of the things like sometimes we talk about is like how like you as one person really managed to keep the team, these 200 people feeling very together. It's so difficult. There's cliques and out there. Then but how
Yeah.
you like separate your time for these people? Because I mean, after you, there's a few teaching crews that happened. Then like we were involved in it as well, and that was a very very big challenge to
Yeah.
kind of keep the team together. And plus with the eras changing, because it's so quick that it changed, and like it's very difficult for us to keep teams together like that, big teams. So like, what was like in that sense? Is there anything different that you did that trying to keep us together at that point in time?
To be honest, I can't tell you what's the different thing I did because I don't know what you guys are doing, right? So I can only say, on hindsight, now they ask me this question, and I look at how I lead my life right now with my work, right? And the people that I lead would be, I always believe in focusing on growing people through people. So there will be always the few people who are like my core, if I may use the word, would be a disciple of sorts, right? So there'll be the few core people that whom I know there's alignment in values, and that's where I give every single thing. I give whatever I can. So I'll share the good, I'll share the bad as well. Share the bad as in all my bad experiences so that they can learn from my mistakes. Because I always tell you guys this, you learn from my mistakes because you will definitely make your own. Right? So that you then evolve lah. And I think that's what I did. So when I focus on this few core group of people and then through them, guide them how to guide the younger ones. So I see you guys as like trees with very thick, what do you call that? Trunk, huh? The trunk. So very deep roots and then, very strong branches with very, very luscious leaves and fruits, right? And underneath each of these big trees, you have your small little trees and different types of plants under. So my focus is always on the core, and then from there we build down. So that's what, on hindsight, that's what I did. But I don't know what you guys have done, so I'm not sure. So I can't say what's the difference.
See, even after not seeing her for a very long time, not being teach by her, even come back here.
It still feels good, like it still feels good to you.
You better feel good, I mean, after I got stuck in the lift,
I mean, it's on him.
Hey, that's not fault, man.
It's on him.
I owe you a steak dinner, man.
I did my part. I did my part.
Yeah, man, I owe you a steak dinner.
The funny thing is, like, I took the photo but he just never sent the other photo.
Yeah, I sent the wrong photo and I circled the wrong lift. Okay, never mind, let's get past that, okay? So, like we say just now, NRA is a winning culture. Then, of course, like for us, even ourselves, you're very competitive versus like our peers, like our seniors, other clubs. Then, how about you? When like you were now like in NRA, you were in charge of it. Like, were you competitive against like a certain person or other people or other clubs? Like, what was your where do you get that competitive drive?
Interesting. So to you guys, I was competitive.
Yeah, because we keep winning. No man.
No, actually I'm okay. I don't have that vibe that ends very competitive, but I just have the vibe that there's a reason for us why we join competition. I think it's like, for me it's like because like last time we joined competition, it's not like we form team then we join. We need to have the green light from her.
That's true.
Yeah.
100%.
So like if Anne thinks that we're not ready, then she'll just tell you in the face that you are not ready. Yeah. So I think that's one way. So like when she gives a green light, means something really. Means like
you're valid lah.
You're valid.
Certified.
Yeah. So like
bro.
And then like from there onwards, like she won't be there 24/7, but she will be just like maybe vet your item, then just see how your progress is and stuff like that. So I think it's just like she want to put us in a position like, how are we gonna bring ourselves to that level? That's why she always like to vet our item.
But so you think you're not competitive?
I'm not.
Really?
Okay, I think I'm not. That's why I asked you. You think
I don't think she's not, but I think
Okay,
everyone has their perspective lah.
Yeah, everyone has a different perspective. So because I know that I always used to say, if you go up there and I expect you guys to claim the top 3, maybe that's why people have the impression when they hear me say this, right? She's very competitive.
Yeah.
Because if I want you to go out there, you jolly well do your best and you aim for the top 3, right? So my thinking is always, if you want to do something, you do it to the best of your ability. If not, don't do it. Don't give a half-F kind of result, So if you want, you reach for the moon, you fall among the stars. So you always give your best no matter what. And in that sense, best to me is no mistakes on stage, because you make all the mistakes off stage. You honor your judges, you honor your audience. Don't give them an eyesore by watching you for 3 minutes of you forgetting your steps. Like, for God's sake, I'm sorry, this is where it's the same in dance, it's the same at my current work. Do you deserve to be on that stage?
Yes.
Because it's a privilege. So you're quite close to why I did that. So whichever team that I choose to send, when I say, okay, you are ready or not, because I've already assessed whether you can take that kind of grinding.
Right.
So physically, you must be able to take the physical training.
Yes.
Mentally, are you able to handle? Emotionally, are you able to handle? Are you guys able to work as a team and to look past differences? And if I remember, I always intentionally put people together to help them learn how to work with each other.
Yes.
If I know that you two just cannot, sorry, you're in the same team.
Yeah, you like to do that. You like to force
Yeah.
it.
I think back then it was really more that to teach you guys beyond the dance,
Yeah.
to learn to just basically learn about the world, to
Yeah,
even live
right.
a life, learn to work with people, learn to take care of yourself, learn to be responsible for own results. And
Yes.
that's why I vet.
Yeah.
Because when I vet, I'm looking at how you're able to lead your own self. Yeah. So
Talking about grinding, the first time I cannot grind by a girl is in NRA's item.
the other kind of grind, sorry, I didn't grind him.
No, Ed didn't grind me. But yes, I cannot grind by a girl before. And that was very first time. I'm like,
very
oh,
serious
shit.
thought, right? And
I
then I
was-
thinking about grinding, no? Bro, is your heart.
Bro, I was like from Sec 4, I do scouts and like, I'm just playing, I play yo-yo and stuff. Then I go to
He's a
dance. Then like first year, basic. Then production happens, come, girl grind. Hey, see boy. So that was my first time learning to partner up with a girl professionally.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so see on the topic of competition,
Yeah, but-
let's talk about S24.
That's one thing that I mean like it's
Oh,
much.
S24.
Sorry, this one,
that one. So like you remember like I remember when I forget when, but it was the year that Fish
judge, right?
Fish fractured his neck, and you were the judge, you Ryan, and
sorry.
two more.
He fractured his neck.
Yeah.
The one where
one
is the
he won a
ITE one.
ITE, then he
You
won a
judge
brace.
Super 24.
Ah,
We wear
yeah.
all
Yeah.
white, the alumni.
Yeah. So that yeah.
I didn't know
No, he fractured his neck, and then he wore the brace, man.
Not during the comp.
Not during
okay,
comp.
okay.
Yeah. But like before the comp,
Before the
then
comp.
Ronnie had to replace him.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's that competition. So
Do you remember that competition?
Yes, all white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that point in time, there's this channel called Dance La.
Yeah.
Like was Tufier and stuff, right? So they interview like
Even
Ronnie.
Ronnie and
They
Jin.
interview like Ronnie and not Jin, Atan, Jin Tan.
sorry.
So Atan, then they were like saying like, so who's your competition? So Ron was like, definitely TPDE. then Jin Tan, Atan was like, of course like NRA lah and stuff like that. And then the funny thing was like, at the end of the interview, they interviewed like you and Ryan.
Oh,
So Ryan Tan was like, to me lah, I feel like TBD is my champion. Yeah, but because we won ma. Then but yours was more of a political right answer. Because you tell people why we should won, because you explain to them like to you, you're looking for 24:1, and then you felt that it feels like 24:1. Yeah.
So the thing is that the thing I want to know is like
Because they got judge debate, right?
there was a judge debate
really?
thing that happens, right?
I don't remember. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh no! so okay. This is from our experience. Usually, we do the competition, then the top two is gonna repeat.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Then you guys gonna give a score, but you're not gonna show.
Sure, possible. But the first round we lost.
Yeah, first round we lost.
We were second.
Yes, of course.
And
we
then the
lost.
second round,
That one we lost by 2 points, bro. I think. It
No,
wasn't
1.5.
No, it wasn't a close one. It was
1.5. 1.5 is a lot of points.
Yeah. So then we lost. Then after that second round, usually it's very quick. You perform, that doesn't give a score, then like that. But no, we had to wait for quite a while.
Quite a while. It was like
There was a discussion among you guys. I don't know what was the discussion.
Right.
And then until Kenny had to walk in and tell you guys what's the thing.
Oh.
That's what we heard.
Okay.
yeah.
So we just want to know like what went on in that discussion.
Well, this is like how many years ago?
I can't
Come on,
remember.
man. Hey, it's true to my heart, man.
I know.
I think it's
I don't
2000.
remember what I ate
I
for
think
breakfast.
2013 or
I
something.
can't remember,
Yeah.
bro.
Brother, it's now 2020. No, you asked me
7
the judge's
years.
decision part in 7 years ago. I don't. But when you said it's the 24 is one,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. So to me, even if people would think it's a diplomatic answer, it's not, because today is still the thing I see. If you're in a competition,
Right, you
the
see the
entire
camaraderie.
objective of S24.
Yeah.
That's why it's 24, right?
Yeah.
From all four corners, we judge you as one.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's a solo competition, or we are saying that we want to see 24 different styles, but you still need to be connected. So it will still be the same decision. So to me, it's not political.
Oh man.
Over and
There we have it, man.
what Ryan says about TPD, I agree. I think with all instructors, right, their own kids will always be their own champions forever.
That's right. Yes.
Yes,
I
forever.
agree.
So
I
whether
agree.
you win or lose, you're forever my champions.
Yeah.
But based on judging criteria, at least for me, I was looking for 24 equals 1.
Because everyone scores already, like everyone has their scores in already.
Yeah.
That was
So
right.
it was based on judging criteria, at least
Yeah.
to me.
I see. Man.
But it was good, man.
It was good lah.
Wait,
What
but
you trying
that
to dig out?
Of course, you're doing shit lah. I
Yeah, what
want
shit
to
you
know
don't
what
know? Just
happened.
ask me.
I don't like discussion like no,
Yeah,
but
why-
dude,
why was
I
it- why
feel
the-
I feel TPD should win. It's like no, but you know it's
Why was the
the
discussion so long? Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's really long time. So like I click on the link if you want to watch the two pieces right here. I don't know, but you insert the link if you want to.
You edit right? Okay,
Yeah.
you edit.
Okay, but yeah, and I think like, but that was the best moment, man. Like I felt okay.
Do you
That's
remember like after we won, then the whole crowd just running?
Yeah, I remember.
yeah,
That was crazy, man.
and that was my first official win.
As an NRA member?
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, man. It was, and it felt like, it felt so surreal because like in dance I have never won before. Yeah, so like that win was like the proudest and it was such a good fight because TB at that point in time
It was
like
so good.
they were so they were so good and it's like
So I hate them last time because it was so
and the thing is like the fact that the first round we lost by quite a bit and then it kind of disheartened most of us, but you know like we make sure everyone's like together, composed and together and stuff like that, and then when Ryan raised Ronnie hands, it's like man, I was like wow, man, that felt good.
Yes, yeah.
I felt good, man.
Normally, like, he judged also seeing us. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
Was that my first year judging Super 24?
I'm not sure.
Not sure, but
Because that was
I think that was the second one.
the
Second
second
one.
Second one, so most probably yes. I
Yes, yeah.
guess.
I don't know, but like to us, maybe because like during my time like that or our time, like we see you guys, let's say especially you and Ryan as Titans, as coaches then.
Yeah.
Because like we felt that like I mean everybody will feel this about their club. Like we felt that our club was like really good. And of course we felt that TPD was also very, very good.
It's like rival, like
So to
rivalry,
us, like, it's a healthy rivalry, lah.
Yeah, it's a healthy rivalry.
Yeah, so
Then I agree.
then both are coached by both of you guys. So we always see that happening. Then I think one of the coolest moments was when you guys performed together, you and Ryan.
Yeah.
I just knew that you were injured. I didn't know how injured you were. I know you had a back issue at that point of time.
Well, it was not the back, man.
That was not the back?
Yeah. I pulled, not strained or pulled, I pulled my right inner groin muscle
Like right before or like
during the first rehearsal on the day before the show.
that's crazy. That's what we heard. We heard you were injured. So when we watch you, we were even more in awe, like, oh my gosh, because we know you're injured and you still push through and give this like amazing show because
Yeah.
it's like very sales, yeah. You see
right.
like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali coming together, like oh,
Yeah,
it's
man.
like the biggest titans work
So,
together.
so am I the Mike or am I the
No,
Muhammad?
you're not
Yeah.
fighting. It's just like
Yeah, it's just like,
two
yeah,
icons,
two icons,
in
lah.
our lives, lah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
but
how
that was cool.
Yeah, how did
was-
that came about? Like that performance, like who was initiator? Like how did that happen?
I think it was Ryan and old school who asked because I was teaching in that school. I mean, in old school in that year.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
the
yeah.
very first recital, I
Uh.
think, and it was saying the instructors were to put up an event and an item. So yeah, they asked, and I was like, okay, honestly, right, I don't know whether Ryan knows this, but Ryan, if you don't know, I'm telling you now, it was like my first ever. It's my dream, to be able to dance with you.
Hey!
It's my
Dream, bro. But it was a dream for us to watch also.
Yeah.
It was so like to cry one.
Yes,
For
yeah.
me, he's my senior. I've always looked up to him. So he's way above me. He's a dance senior. He's so much more experienced than I am. And I think I can say this for majority of the girl students out there that it would be their dream to be able to do to do a dance with Ryan. So for me, it's definitely a checklist lah, like a bucket list thing. So very, very honored. Yeah. So we had a few rehearsals. I had my back issue, but because he knew, so we basically choreographed the item according to my restraint, right? Yeah, but so that when that injury happened, I was like seriously, it was 3 hours or 2 hours before.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was
man.
quite bad because I had to go down into a
Split.
sudden center split. Right,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
holding me.
It was
up.
holding you. I remember that scene, bro.
Yeah.
Then I can't remember why I remember that because like you taught us in jazz like certain ways to hold
Yeah.
and also position yourself to look long, like
Right.
to extend.
Yeah.
There's certain like pictures lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then she did that. Then you can see in application.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I know that you are hurt. Then I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, you mean that? Whatever you saw was changed, you know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because the you know your legs when it goes
Yes.
down straight this way, I'm straight this way. Center split down. Ryan had to hold me from behind and lift me up before I hit the floor. So I was supposed to go full split, but just before I hit the floor, pull me up, right? For some reason I don't know what happened that day. Our timing went off, so I went down, but that moment that he caught me didn't come at that moment. So and I think I didn't warm up properly. So guys, warm up is very important. That's where it pulled, and that's where he fell over me. Can you imagine two instructors during rehearsal literally fall? And I felt very bad for him because I felt like I insulted his name lah. And then after that cold sweat, I couldn't feel my leg. I couldn't lift my right leg off the floor by itself. I had to hold on to my thigh to lift off my feet. Yeah, so that's when it was like either don't cancel the item, or he does solo, or we change routine. So we chose to change the entire routine. So which is what you all saw.
Damn, son.
3 hours.
Yeah. So it
Pros.
was just like
Titans.
I don't know what
That's
happened.
my coach. Me, bro, was my coach, man.
But I think with an amazing choreographer like Ryan can walk around, you know, that's why you can't see, you see. It was a very good experience to learn how to sort it out. Like the show must go on, and then please get yourself treated after that, like, don't be stupid.
Yeah. Right, man. Oh, that was awesome, man.
Yes, yeah. So how connected now are you with like in the dance scene? Because I mean you've been doing work and and stuff. Then like are you still connected in a sense now?
Connected with you guys, I think as individuals. But if you ask me what's happening in the dance scene, I don't know. I would know what here and there through Facebook, through Insta.
Yeah.
I know the existence of all the dance studios. I know who owns what, who's teaching, but that's about it. You ask me juicy stuff, sorry lah, I can't.
But I think that's what you need to know, right? Like what is it like you know what studio there is and who's teaching. Like I mean, sort of some of the instructors and stuff like. Because to be honest, you ask me, even sometimes I also don't know. You know.
Yeah, I also don't know.
Even like I'm saying like I'm still like not say into the scene because like I think sometimes we have to move on, but not we don't take our foot out of the box entirely, but we just know it. So I guess like for you to know all these, I think good already
Yes,
Not bad lah, I capable lah. I capable because you guys are inside lah.
Yeah, that's true lah.
Yeah,
That's true
but
lah.
if not, I don't think
That's
I
true
would
lah.
really
That's
bother,
very true.
I guess.
Like straight up, like okay, so prior to me like doing dance now, like I think before this, like for a year and a half, almost 2 years, I wasn't doing any dance.
Yeah.
I was just like doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And I totally lost and don't know what's happening at all. So totally out of it. Now I'm coming, so I'm still kind of like
Readjusting back,
learning what's new, what's
Yeah.
out there. So also, tell me juicy stuff, I'm not so sure lah.
Yeah.
Old juicy stuff have lah. Yeah.
But the new one, yeah. Because like I feel like now, like I mean, times has changed. You know, we dancers are not. The mindset is way different from back then. You see, because now
I
there's
don't know.
because back then like I think like we talked to Alif as well like about this like times have changed. You know, like last time we don't have much resources. All we can like count on is our mentor.
Yeah.
And then like we always like we always wish to be spotted by our mentors and stuff like that. So like that's how much we train together. But now there's so many outlets for you to go to.
Right.
Yeah.
It's easy access.
Easy
There's
access.
this DZ app, right? There's DZ dance.
Ah,
app.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can learn
About
that.
it too.
See? So you can learn dance online.
Yeah.
And you just watch YouTube. Like I say, it's just so easy access. Like now I think like I mean like there's no wrong, but like dancers are being brought up like it's different now. So that's why sometimes like we won't understand.
Like, okay, what's your thought of, let's say, a dancer that maybe just started learning maybe like a couple of years, but then like they learn through YouTube and videos and stuff, and now they're teaching outside. What do you think? Like, do you have any opinions on that?
Opinions. I wouldn't say an opinion. I think when I hear this context, I think the first question that pops in my head is what are they? What is their inspiration for doing that? For teaching after learning YouTube, right? What is your inspiration for teaching? That's all, and I'm curious to know, right? Maybe in the past when I was a lot more young and immature, right, I would like straight away judge, hey, why like that? You should not, right?
Yeah.
But that came from the fact that was how I was brought up, lah.
Same.
You go through the grind and
yeah.
wow,
You have to earn your stripes.
you earn your stripes now. If you don't get selected, then sorry lah. What
Yes.
is your qualification,
Yeah.
right? And I came from the era that if you don't have a qualification, you do not deserve to teach.
Right.
But now it's like you say, times have changed. So I think over time I've also evolved in a way I think that okay, times have changed. So
Yes.
if a person chooses to say from day one beginner left hand and left leg move together, and they go learn class from YouTube and they learn it on their own.
Yeah.
And say in 2-3 years they are able to teach a dance. I would want them to share with me what is their inspiration. Why do they? Maybe to them it's, well, if I can learn dance this way, I can then share with those people who maybe have trouble following YouTube.
Yeah.
That's why I can teach them physically. Then you ask yourself, is that wrong? Actually, it's not wrong.
No wrong.
So I guess it depends on the inspiration, on the can I say the motivation, why they're doing it, the purpose, the why. To me is more important. And you know what? The results will always show. If this person does it this way and has amazing success, millions of students follow him, then who am I to judge his wrong?
Right.
So to me, I let the market decide.
Cool.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, this is pretty good.
It's quite insightful though. Like I mean, like, as much as we thought of this way, but we weren't fully entirely thought. I think that we were very stick with like, because like for both of us, like even for myself, like I've done for so many years, then after so much grind, I get my own slot. Yeah, so like I think back then when I was younger, I had this mentality of like, what the shit, yeah? Why now these young dancers like they get it so easily.
But I think we grew out of it lah.
Yeah, we grew out of it. Like whatever you just said.
Yeah.
That was like, okay, maybe they have something to offer, and
You know.
So you just let market decide.
Yeah.
I guess so, but of course, I mean, like the old school me, I'm like, you don't deserve this shit. Come on, go and
There's a
go
side
and
lah.
learn. Go and learn.
I only think that maybe they lack is experience, like how to deal with students in a way.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
So
the only thing. But
that's why
maybe
I
they
say
can teach.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
let the market decide that
Right.
when the experience shows the true color, or rather the lack of experience will somehow show up.
Right.
Then that's where they start to, okay, if they are really passionate, intentional about truly helping people out there, they will do something about
Right.
it. And then that's where their methods will change. They
Yes.
will grind it through no matter how hard it is. And then that's where the numbers will come in, right? To them.
Cool.
But if it's never for that, it was just to show off, then the market will also decide for them that, I'm sorry, you're out. Let the next new thing come in.
Yeah. I agree.
Agree. Alright, let's go to your. We're gonna end soon, so we're going to go to the last topic. So it seems like now you are like kind of like, it feels like you're checking out this bucket list that, hey, I'm gonna like dance with my students now, because you did a project with
Ronnie. Yeah.
and I heard you are talking to other
Yeah.
past students.
Yes.
So what's that about?
What's that about? I've always had a dream since 2008, the year when I decided to leave NRA and to retire.
Hey,
This is my first year.
you left then?
No lah. I think
Yeah.
after
Oh.
that.
My heart already decided.
Oh, decide.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
But I couldn't
Was it
know.
me?
You
I
think
was
too highly of yourself, but anyway.
Oh come on! What's wrong with that, man? What's wrong, man?
Just
Okay.
joking. 2008 was the year I decided I needed to retire because of the back. But I only shamelessly stayed on until 2012 lah, I think. So
Yeah.
what, you yeah to the shamelessly, or I stay until 2012?
2012.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Bro, later she's going with my hair again. Remember the hair? Traumatized, bro.
You don't remember?
I remember.
How can you forget your hair?
I set the trend.
I can tell you, right, one thing about, I can have young people, not much experience, they can go learn and dance. But what I cannot stand, right? How in the world do you see, right, if your hair is in your stupid face and it's not tied up? I mean, you're gonna bump into someone. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, but
Okay, sorry.
so anyway,
But I set a trend for G Dragon.
Hey, you have the photo or not? Okay, if we have the photo, we're gonna show you guys.
I have.
He was the G Dragon before G Dragon and hates the fringe cover. The
Okay, I went for extension.
But he extend like until here, bro. Allah. He tell me, hey Farid, don't get shocked,
And the funny thing was like during the stage part, Anne was in the middle. You better do something about your hair. So I'm just gonna take you out.
Savage,
Bro, I just looked down on the stage and fuck.
so what did you do in the end?
No lah, I joined a comeback.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
I could have been worse lah. I could come to you with a pair of scissors, right? But I chose not to. See?
Hey,
There are always
you got
options.
spared, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
really-
go back.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. So back to the project. So the dream was always to dance with my students. Not to dance with, so to be an item taught to me by my students. Because that's always a dream. But I never dared to make it come to pass because one, inferiority, because I have my back issue.
Yes.
And I knew that I would struggle beyond the back, like maybe I'll be like, oh, people would say that, huh? She's like that only, like this she's only like that. So inferiority. So for many years, I didn't dare to step out, but it's always been a dream. So 2 years ago, or rather last year, I finally decided like enough of this whole inferiority thing.
Take that first
One
step
life,
out.
one chance.
Yes.
Yeah. And someone very dear to me as a mentor passed away very suddenly, and it just, I guess it shocked me, and it made me realize that I have so many things I want to do, right? So if this dance thing, I'm serious about it, and I want to walk the talk, if I'm telling people out there who's trying to help them gain clarity in what's important to them in their career and life, I need to be an example. So that's why I said, okay, I'm going to make it work. So I approached Ronnie first because of some stupid thing I said to him. Maybe he'll share with you.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it.
Yeah, it's something that I said that made me feel extremely guilty. But he agreed to do this for me. And I said, you know what, you just be the choreographer, you be the teacher, I'll show up as a student, and then you decide who's going to be in the dance project. My only one requirement is that they must be all of the NRA people. So let's call everybody back. And I said, other than this, I'm going to start taking classes as much as my time schedule allows under all of my students. So yeah, so I did. I've gone to a few. Now my next project is with Freddie.
Nice.
I'm just letting him decide who's going to be inside. Next person I contacted was Melissa. I'm going to try hopping. So yeah, I think it's more of, I think I'm ready to embark on this tour.
Awesome, man.
And I counted, I think I'm more than at least 20 of
Class
them.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I know. I've been checking out all the schedules. Yeah. So I want to take, and I've been struggling at every single session.
That's good, man.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
that
good,
means
man.
If I struggle,
That's the
age
thing.
to-
But that's the thing that she taught us.
But be honest,
That's the thing she taught us. Struggle is good.
I remember that one of you, even when you were still in NRA, you got say this before.
What?
That you want to take class from, that one day you
Oh,
guys
right.
will be the one that is taking
Yeah,
class
yeah,
from.
yeah.
You said that, I remember that.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that I struggle. If I struggle, that means that you have way surpassed me, and that means my job as your instructor back then, it's complete. To me, it's like, once a full circle, full circle. So yeah, so now I'm struggling a bit in Freddie's item, but it's okay. Yeah, and I think what was most fun was when I did with Ronnie the item. It was the hair thing. So okay, I admit, I really can't stand it. Why do I say that you can't see? It's because I went rehearsals with my hair like that. I did the item with my hair like that. So on the day of the shoot, I made sure I spray a lot. And then that's where one of them asked me, so what about the hair? I said, they asked me about my hair. I said, oh, like that cannot, huh? Then he went like, I mean, you used to tell us the hair cannot. So that's why I tell payback time. There was first rehearsal also. I went in and I'm like, so you're gonna do warm up, right? Then Ronnie just shot me the look like, you don't know what, man? You need to warm up before coming, what? I said, oh.
Hey!
So yeah.
Hey, bro!
Just saying.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
It all
but-
comes full circle.
But before we end, I just want to say we just both of us just share to her what's the most thing not important, but like the one thing right that she impact you.
So many things though.
Just one, but for me it's like very I remember until I think until I to the grave is because the first time I was freshie I was b-boy I don't give a that point in time I don't give a damn about what hip hop or whatever thing. I just I'm still a very b-boy kind of person. So whatever I'm doing in NRA is very foreign. You get what I mean? So and then I was just whatever they tell me I do. So I didn't believe to be a dance whatever I see all the scenes I was like, wow, they damn good, man. But it's I don't have the things I want to be there someday. But just to me it's I thought I told myself I cannot I can't do that. But then one day she just came to me she just tell me, you're gonna be the next one. You're gonna be the next person in there in the future. And I was like, are you serious? Then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure you will be that person. Then I was like, I was like, I didn't say anything, but my face was uncertainty. Then she said one thing, you just believe. You just believe. I was like, damn son. Then from there I somehow it changes my mindset, right? Bro, I work hard, bro.
It's crazy, you said so many things.
But she just remember, but because she said a lot of things.
I can say a lot of things that you say, right? That I say to my students.
Yeah.
There's way too many things that I learned in NRA on how I can be a better instructor in terms of being selfless and my students first. Yeah, but I think apart from all those values kind of teaching, okay, one thing that I feel I can remember is that you can humble people in a sense. So this is what she does, right?
The time you're arrogant,
not say arrogant. I was very confident in my skills at that point of time. So then we went for the jazz training.
Yeah.
I was year 3. I don't know what was it. Then we did a Saturday training, and she did this routine that is so like everything is like everywhere.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it. At that point of time, I can take any class and I can do the routine by the end of it. It was morning, and I remember you did something. The song I also don't really like, but then the choreo was so difficult, and I went out of the classroom, and usually I came with all the friends like, hey, come go eat. I went out by myself, and I took the bus home, and I was like trying to listen to the song and trying to figure it out. But I remembered that because it traumatized me and tell me that like, hey, no matter how good you think you are, like you can always do something.
Yes.
Because it really like demoralized me. Like you can demoralize people with your routine. Even the routine not so good, It's like okay lah, doesn't feel good to do. It's just freaking difficult.
Yes.
It's so difficult. I don't get it. Then but you do it with ease. Then everybody else like some of them can do. But I just remember that like okay, I cannot think highly of myself. You know what? Get back to work and just no matter how good you are, just keep on grinding. Like my first audition.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, man. I feel so bad now.
And that's
I
why
was on a 74 bus. That's not the old school one. So got the
no aircon.
Then got the 2 metal pole.
Yes.
Like that on the metal pole.
Oh dear, that bad, huh?
Yeah, I remember that, man.
What song was it, huh?
I hate it. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why people ask me like why I tattoo this thing beside here.
Oh, believe me, I remember your tattoo.
Yeah. This is why, because it made me who I am today. And yeah, I always believe no matter how many times I fail.
So before we kick you out, anything you want to say to the people or the dancers or anything you want to plug?
To the ex-NRA people or anything.
Ex-NRA, current.
Any man, just say shout out, man.
Well, I think to ex-NRA, you're forever NRA. I think it's about. I'm proud of every one of you, regardless of where you are. And
Matthias.
Oh, come on, don't do this, man. It's supposed to be a funny,
Don't like that.
podcast, man.
try. So I'm proud of everyone, regardless of. It's beyond dance, lah. I think I've seen how all of you have become the persons that you are.
Bro, I cannot see this.
Yeah. And I think to dance, it's okay, I can't continue that part, but you know my heart, so. May have said some things to you guys that in recent years I realized that were really, oh my god, so mean. So if I hurt you in any way, I hope you forgive me. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sorry if I hurt any of you in any way, but I think at the end of the day, I just want you guys to know that all of you gave me like identity in a way. I think each and every person that I taught through NRA and through Neon helped me discover my calling in life. And that's why I'm loving what I do now. Even though I no longer use dance as a medium, that journey with all of you from especially 2004 to 2012 to 13 made me who I am today. It further anchored, if I may say this, my reason for existence on this earth. So I think whoever is working with me right now, they are getting the easy end of the stick. You know, they don't get that me when I was brash and just I talk without thinking, right? So yeah, I thank all of you for taking that crap for them now. So my stuff, you were listening, I can tell you were so fortunate.
You never get the ruler.
Yeah.
I remember, bro. I don't even know how. I was like bending down. I never point. I'm very tired. I'm not fixing bro. Yeah, I brushed about. Then she walked past and she just. Okay. I need to point. I was like, shocked. Yeah. So like whoa. Yeah.
Alright, so it just ended up. I just would like to thank you for coming down.
Yeah, man. Taking the time.
Like talk shit with us. So it's been a while.
I mean, it's good times, man. Good times.
Yeah, we'll be doing a project soon, I'm very sure.
Yeah, so look out for the project
Yes.
with Freddie.
Yeah.
If you have not seen the Ronnie's project,
Just click here, lah.
yeah, we will put it up so you guys
Yeah.
can take a look as well. And this is just from me and Ben, I think from the bottom of our heart. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
man.
And
Watching us grow up.
watching us
Yeah,
grow
man.
up.
Yeah.
And we'll grow old together.
Yeah, man, for sure, man.
Still guiding us right
Yeah,
now.
man.
Like,
And then we all ape got rank ape or ama already, but we still come here talk all this shit.
we didn't podcast.
We still,
And like,
you
then she bring her
remember?
like 9.
Hello.
By that time got 19 cats already. By that time she bring 19
And it was
cats
like,
over.
yeah, I cannot remember what. That was 2012. How you remember?
Which is true. I don't understand. It's like
Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So this will be another podcast. If you want to like see anyone else that comes on here, do tell us. No, comment down, whatever.
Yeah, man.
And we
Anything,
try to
man.
bring them down. Let's talk some shit.
Peace out, man. This is 5678. This is Benzo.
Alright, and this is End Time. Thank you all. Peace.